DIY.
When Tupac was locked up and Death Row bailed him out, he had an 11-month run that was absolutely insane. And we're still talking about it.
We only got 2 weeks to do this whole album, complete it, mix it down and everything. We don't have time or the luxury to spend all this time doing one song. We don't have it. We got to somehow find a way that we could double up on it. Because I did my whole album, I know it ain't all of that, but I did my whole album like 3 songs a day. Because I was just laying it, rocking it, and getting off. You can mix it later and have niggas that love being in the studio all night, just add the drum beat at the time and shit. You can do that after the rappers leave and shit. There's niggas that love being in the studio that just love listening for the right kick. But while we in here, you got like 8 rappers here, and everybody drinking and smoking and shit. Man, get that beat popping, throw the niggas on the track.
Yeah, no, Pac would have kicked me out the studio. I ain't even gonna hold you. Pac would have been like, "Hey, get this nigga Curtis Key out the studio. Thug life." He'd have kicked me out. I'll be taking my time.
All right, so let's begin this timeline. October the 12th, 1995, Tupac is released from Clinton Correctional Facility.
Oh, I posted bail?
October 12th, 1995.
November the 5th, 1995, Tupac has a club performance at 662 in Las Vegas, Nevada.
October 12th, out of jail. His first performance was November 5th. You know how many months my frail ass would have needed just to like decompress? Just to make sense of prison? What? Nah, he was ready to go.
November the 10th, 1995, Tupac begins filming the music video, California Love.
7 days later, he's recording one of the most iconic music videos in hip hop. The one with all the desert scenes for California Love with Dre.
December the 19th, 1995, Tupac interviews with Bill Bellamy on MTV.
Got out, went straight to the studio and wrote every day, did like 3 songs a day. It was just my heart, and my heart was heavy. I had a lot of things to get off my chest, a lot of pain. Well, and this album is not as depressing as the last album.
It seemed like he took a bit of a break. November got kind of crazy. December, it seems like he kind of spaced things out, maybe because he's in the studio and working on more music that is going to be prepared for the new year.
January the 4th, 1996, Tupac performs at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio.
So now he's out here on the road and he's got performances that he's doing in January. We still in January.
January the 14th, 1996, Tupac is featured and interviewed by the New York Times. January the 29th, 1996, Tupac attends the 23rd Annual American Music Awards.
He just got out in October. You just know when somebody was operating with a mission. When I get up out of this place, I'm finna go crazy. I'm about to make up on all that lost time. And also you can tell when somebody's moving as if they don't believe they're gonna be here long. And it looked like a 24, 25-year-old that didn't feel like they were gonna be here long.
February the 2nd, 1996, Tupac attends the Lakers vs. Bulls basketball game.
Lakers tonight?
No, not at all. They played their best. It was a good game.
Yeah, happy Lakers back.
February the 13th, 1996, All Eyes on Me is released. February 17th, 1996, Tupac makes his first appearance.
He was doing all of this without the album, without his Death Row album even being out there. Also a classic album.
February 17th, 1996, Tupac makes his first appearance on Saturday Night Live.
You gotta make that change.
New York Times, Saturday Night Live. He did Vegas in Ohio. I know artists right now that'd be like, I gotta take the rest of the year off. Mental health break. I'm not making fun of mental health, but I'm absolutely saying that times have changed. And I'm not saying this is the right way or the perfect way, but I know people right now that be like, I'm tired. I won't do this no more. It's a lot of work.
February the 28th, 1996, Tupac attends the Grammys.
What's up? What's up? California Love.
March 7th, 1996, Tupac hosts Yo MTV Raps.
How does man do all of this without having bags under his eyes? Why the hell I got so many bags? Because you're 38. Shut up. How he do this? How he do this? 24 is a different kind of blood. You got different kind of energy in 24.
Tonight we got videos from Busta Rhymes. We got my stuff. We got the Death Row stuff.
You know, my memory would have been so shot around this time. I'd have been like, you're going to have to go ahead and show me the teleprompter. Who we got? I don't know. Who did Busta Rhymes? Okay, cool. We got. I'd have been getting tired around this time.
March 21st, 1996, Tupac attends a hearing on whether he's violated his probation, stemming from a 1994 battery and gun possession. March 29th, 1996, Tupac attends the 10th Annual Soul Train Music Awards.
That man that went to court, he went to Saturday Night Live, a VJ host for music videos, and he popping up at conferences. Like, it's starting to make his aggression make so much more sense. It's a lot running on one human being's, one man's shoulders.
April the 6th, 1996, Tupac begins filming the music video, America's Most Wanted, featuring Snoop Dogg.
Fam. It wasn't like these were just casual loosies, like songs that just got released. It wasn't like, man, I hope this hits. All of these are classics. Video for California Love, video for America's Most Wanted. These are iconic hip hop records. We know how massive an artist he was, so that I'm not in awe of the opportunities he got. I'm just like, this is a lot of work. It ain't like the life in between just pauses. These are the times he was in public. So we're not taking into consideration all the times that he's working, all the times he's doing collaborations, all the times that he's just being a human being.
April the 19th, 1996, Tupac has a radio interview with KML in San Francisco.
Be like, nah, hold on. That's exactly what they waiting for me to do. Is to just say this is too much. I can't take it and give up. So now it's a fun little game before it's my turn to leave.
April 23rd, 1996, Tupac attends the Sunset Park movie premiere. May 4th, 1996, Tupac makes his second appearance on Saturday Night Live.
This is how massive of a deal it was for Pac to be out at this time. He had made 2 appearances on Saturday Night Live before June of that year.
May 12th, 1996, Tupac attends Death Row's Mother's Day luncheon where he performs Dear Mama live.
He doing Mother's Day luncheons. I don't know. You know, I got a crazy work ethic. Around this time, I might be like, "Hey, Suge, can I take a little breather? Y'all can play Dear Mama at the luncheon, but hey, Suge, that's a lot of work."
May 12th, 1996, Tupac begins filming the music video All About You. May 28th, 1996, Tupac goes on vacation to Cancun along with Death Row and other associates.
Okay, so maybe I'm not too far off. Maybe I wasn't too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the vacation, just living through this vicariously, I wanted the vacation early May. He took one late May. Maybe I'm not too off. Maybe my work ethic is pretty good. I don't know. This is still insane.
June 1st, 1996, Tupac has his Vibe magazine interview with Maureen Carter.
I made myself. I'm a millionaire by my own hands. You know what I mean? I fight for myself.
This interview, I believe, was a real turning point. I think this is probably where the workload was getting to him. Because he was saying a lot of powerful things, but he was also super aggressive about certain things that I was like, I wonder how much that aggression has to do with what you're talking about, and I wonder how much of it has to do with how you currently feel and whether or not you're overwhelmed. Any human being in this situation would have more than enough reasons to feel overwhelmed in that. The guy that made this, Justin Johnson, salute to you. He's just highlighting the things that are public record. I can't even imagine all the run-ins and just things that happen in general.
June 3rd, 1996, Tupac begins filming the music video Hit 'Em Up.
Oh yeah, that was June. June was a month. I'm telling you, go watch that last Vibe interview. His energy was in a real dark place. Hit 'Em Up. He obviously was beefing with Biggie. He's obviously beefing with a lot of East Coast artists, more specifically bad boy artists. You mix the workload of everything that was already on his shoulders. It's a dangerous combination.
June 4th, 1996, Tupac begins filming the music video Made Niggas. June 16th, 1996, Tupac celebrates his 25th birthday at the studio.
It is a birthday, right?
That's right. Can a nigga get a present for his birthday? You know, I got some ideas.
Oh, he for sure trying to, as a kid said, he's trying to riz her up. You could tell the way he was looking at her. He's like, that's something else too. It's been pretty notorious that when Pac got out, I get around. He wasn't lying. Look at the way he look at her. Look at what you looking at? The microphone right there, Pac. What you looking at, Pac?
Right?
That's right. Can a nigga get a present?
Anytime somebody with money start rubbing their hands like that, it ain't because it's cold.
We're working on a new project called One Nation. It's going to be an East Coast, West Coast collaboration.
He's working on compilation projects. He's still doing collaborations. I remember from the DVD, he was still working on collaborations for artists in the Bay Area. He's still doing his normal day-to-day beefing, going to war, still making public appearances, still showing up at Mother's Day luncheons.
96, Tupac goes to Florence, Italy to attend the Giorgio Armani fashion show. July 4th, 1996, Tupac makes his legendary appearance and performance at the House of Blues in Los Angeles.
That was a classic.
August 1st, 1996, Pac
All right, so he took a month off almost with
begins
this.
filming Gang Related.
He's up here shooting a movie for Gang Related, one of his last movies.
August 15th, 1996, Tupac appeared at a rally with Brother Crusade, a black activist group, to oppose the 3 strikes law.
What's so crazy, I used to live over in this part of LA. The Brothers Crusade building, I used to see as a kid. I didn't know what exactly it was for. My mom used to drive by it to go home. I remember it. I just vividly remember always looking at it as a little kid. Had no idea that Pac had been up there. MTV Awards.
September the 7th, 1996, Tupac attends the Tyson fight in Las Vegas.
America was asking big questions about the talents of Tyson, and Tyson really could not have answered them in a more...
Remember watching that fight.
September the 13th, 1996, Tupac unfortunately meets his demise and is dead at the age of 25.
Man, obviously that ends on an extremely tragic note. When I first started as an artist, it was me and my boy Keaton. We were like trying to basically motivate one another. to really take this music serious. We established a few things in the very beginning that I felt like were directly related to the energy that we were getting fed from watching Tupac documentaries. My work ethic today is not what it is had I not been exposed to other people telling the story of Pac's work ethic. His urgency was for a whole different reason. Our urgency was we wanted to put ourselves in a position musically to take care of our families. We wanted to use music because that was what we loved. Our work ethic was insane for some high schoolers. They used to look at us crazy like, what are y'all doing? Why are you working so hard? I don't think we really grasped how influential what we saw was on us as youngsters. To know that that was an 11th month run, it feels like that run was 2 years. I was a man on a mission that was still recording more music than he was going to be able to release in the time that he was alive after getting out of jail. Something else I have to take as a pro and a con from that being my work ethic is two things. One, that was somebody who was on a mission who I believe didn't believe they were going to make it through the year. I have to be here for my son, for my wife, for my family. I have to do everything in my power to be here for them. So I can't move with that urgency for that reason. Secondly, he was only 24. 25 at the time of his death, but he was really 24. The brain doesn't fully develop that logical reasoning until you're 25. So although there was a lot of things that he was saying that was ahead of his time, although his work ethic showed skills that were years ahead of his time, he was still only a 24-year-old and far from what I believe the best version of himself was going to be. I don't have the amount of people that were going after Pac coming after me, and the stakes are a whole lot different, especially as a DIYer, as an independent. And it's fueled by something different. But regardless of what it was, he did that. And that 11th month run, he did in a year what people will not be able to accomplish in a lifetime. Why? Because there's still artists that are alive who were the big names when he was around that haven't even scratched 5 to 10% of the impact that he had in an 11-month run. That is nuts. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.